And it takes a little bit of explaining. So we have to start with 2 players on each of the peripheral cones in a cross shape, and then there is a blue marker in the middle with 4 yellow cones approximately 6 to 8 yards away from the outside cone. And the idea is for the players to alternate. So one player goes in and then the next player goes in on each of the pairing, and to move the ball very quickly around the outside of the star shape of the yellow cones. So, for example, the player on the ball passes to his or her left. The player on his or her left receives it with a 2-touch rhythm, then plays it on to the next player, and so on and so forth around the area. Each time the player passes the ball, they then move back to their cone, and then the next player comes in to receive the next ball as it moves away around the area. Ian, let's talk about some of the methods we see in sequence 1.
Yeah, this will definitely come to life more with the video. However, the first player here is inside the space and will play the pass. The player that's going to receive the pass has to move into position to receive it. And so when they're ready to pass it on, this player will be moving into position. So you'll see the movement component of this very clearly. If the instruction is to receive with one foot, play with the other, then the accuracy and intentionality of the initial pass has to be really clear. This player has to pass it to one foot so the player can take the first touch and then the second touch on. So it's not just about passing it to touch, it's about passing it to the appropriate correct space so that your teammate can receive and help the activity on. And once you get this flowing, there's lots of little check movement, a really nice little warm-up activity.
And Ian, as we'll see on the video, one of the things that Romeo does emphasize is the importance of when the player runs into the yellow cone, then to back up about a yard and a half to give them space to receive the ball across their body. So let's now look at the second sequence, Ian. And now we see that the ball continues around the outside of the yellow cones in a rhythmic way. In this diagram, I've demonstrated the passing routine in a 1-touch rhythm. And as you'll see in the video, Romeo goes from 2-touch to 1-touch. And now, of course, as a result, the players have to move that much quicker. Ian.
Yeah, so really all we're doing here is showing how this activity comes to life, and this notion of upon receiving it, the next player is triggered in their motion and they're checked back to receive the next one. So I think this gives us a nice idea of how players are continually entering and coming out of the activity. Now, one of the things I would talk about, though, is once I've played this pass, how does this player come out of the activity? Do they backpedal? Do they check away off their right or left shoulder? Do they turn their play to the action? So there's a lot more to it than just the reception and the pass. You can also start looking at shape of movement, checking in, checking out, and how we recover into new starting positions.
Now, in sequence 3, this might be a step too far for many of us coaching youth players. Certainly in the video, Romeo has the benefit of some high-level players at the convention. But what we will see is how he then transfers this to functional play with regard to keeping the ball in the air. And in this diagram, we see that a player has passed the ball to his or her right. That player has received it with their right foot and then plays their second touch with the left foot. Right foot, then left foot, right foot, then left foot, all the way around. And then, of course, similar to how we played on the ground, the activity can be moved into playing the ball 1 touch. Ian.
Well, interestingly, the players on the video are even more proficient at it than our 2D characters here, so that'll be great. But one of the things is this is not, let's be clear, this is not 4 players juggling from a stationary position. The idea will be that as this player is ready to move the ball on, this other player will first have checked in, checked out to receive it. So again, we're going to maintain all of that movement to the ball. This is not a stationary, static activity at all.
Yes, absolutely, Ian. And let's get to that video so we can see how Romeo then introduces the build-up from a simple passing pattern around the outside to juggling.
Pass the ball with your left foot, you drop down as well. Pass the ball to his right foot, control it, and pass the ball on, and you go back, Right, left, left. Don't be late. Right, left, tip, up. No, specifically right, left, tip. Let's speed it up a little, and go back. And when you go back, you can do any warm-up exercise you want. Tip, faster pass, harder pass. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. Okay, now, before making a pass, you're gonna come to the cone and you will back up one step. Pass the ball to him. So I'm here, back up, I have it right, left. You should have backed up already. So be there on time, okay? Don't be late. Let's go. Go to the cone and back up one step. Tip. One, tip, and back up. Nice. One, tip, control, tip, nice, tip, nice. Back up two steps. Accurate pass. One, tap. Nice. Okay, now 3 rounds around, 3 circles out as fast as you can. Let's go, as fast as you can. Hard pass. Doom. Nice. Control it. Keep it up. So in this case, I want him to pass the ball specifically. This is the simplest one we're going to do today. We're going to get it more and more complicated actually until they break down, until they can't perform anymore. Okay, go back to your positions. Now, we're going to circle the ball around, making one-touch passes, just using your right foot and just passing the ball on to the circle. So you come to me, pass it to me, and I have it with my right foot around. And you, right foot, right. Let's go. One. Speed up the running, speed up the exercise. Speed it up. 1. Good. Open up. We want them to open up their bodies, right? To open up and to have the angle. Most of them are right-footed. We can't have any problems with this pass, guys. Right. Nice. Now, we're going to have them control the ball in the air, juggle the ball. One time you're going to control the ball with your right foot in the air and pass it with your left foot in the air. Juggling. Just keep it up. Keep the ball up. 1, 2, come here. Let's go. Right, and pass. And right, and pass. And right, and left. Let's go. 1, 2, go. 1, 2 touches only. 1, 2, nice. 1. Okay, stop for a sec. If I asked them, guys, juggle the ball, every single one of them can juggle the ball. I'm 100% sure, 100 times or more. I want to see you juggling the ball functionally in a direction where I want you to go the ball, okay? So control right foot, left pass. Let me see that. That's going to happen in the game. Right, tip, not bad. 1, 2, go. Tip, right, left, inside part of foot, not bad. It would probably take some time for them to pick it up. They probably would. Left, right, left. Right. Go. Not bad. Not for you. That should be a little easier. 1, tip, right, opa. Control. Now it's up to the coach, it's up to me to tell him, okay, I want you to control the ball with your chest and pass it with your inside foot. I want you to control the ball in your head and then pass it with your... Go ahead. But I want you left, right. There you go. And when you pass the ball, don't just kick the ball away. Make sure the ball goes where you want it to go. Left. Keep it to be nice and calm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good.
You can see there how the players developed that. The group of players, I think I'm right in saying, were a group of US youth soccer players from Eastern Pennsylvania, but they were of a state cup level. And then Romeo, who has been back to convention pretty much every year or every other year since 2013, at the time was the technical director for Dynamo Zagreb and later for the Croatian national team programs. So when you look at players like Luka Modric, the players that represented Croatia in the Men's World Cup in the final against France, Romeo is responsible for a lot of their technical development, and he's now currently coaching in Q8 professionally. So Romeo comes with quite the resume.
Oh, great, Ian. And now let's look at that same activity using the Global Coach animation, and then we'll come back for your final concluding thoughts. So Ian, that concludes the session, but let's go to your final thoughts and comments.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that coaches out there appreciate either listening and watching to you and I talking about the session and putting some notes on. Certainly watching the videos can be helpful. I thought that really came to life. And then, of course, we have the animations. So much like our players, we as coaches learn in different mediums and different formats. Hence the inspiration of David here to present the give and goes in a multitude of formats.
And that's a good point, Ian. Any feedback from our coaches would be fantastic. You can drop me an email, dnewberry, Newbery, at unitedsoccercoaches.org, or ibarker@unitedsoccer.org. And give us your feedback. We always like to receive interesting emails that might give us some insight on what type of activities and focus you'd like us to include. So once again, Ian, thanks very much for your time, and thank you, coaches, for joining us on this edition of Give and Go Live.